Hello, YouTube. This is Dirty Trucking coming at you from the crib. I'm going to talk to you something about real serious here, and it's got to do with the unemployment monies everybody received during the height of the COVID. You know, the $900 checks with your regular unemployment. Let me tell you what the state of Michigan is doing to me here. Now, this is I'm gonna call this how did that saying go? How you gonna be the pot calling the kettle black? So let me dive into the story. Let me tell you what they did. Unemployment sent me a bill saying I owe them $17,000 for the pandemic money that I was supposed to receive. Now, I'm an essential worker. I'm a truck driver. And I was unemployed due to a termination by U.S. Express. But you're sending me a bill telling me I have to pay that money back. Let me get into the story. Now, I already briefly told everybody why I was terminated from U.S. Express, but I'm going to go back through it real fast. U.S. Express, I was on the 34-hour reset in West Memphis. Was a dispute about the loads. They tried to bargain with me as a lease purchase driver on 2 loads. Wanted me to do, the dispatcher sent a piece of short haul load and then said they had a 600-mile load follow-up behind it. The short haul load was to deadhead back over to Olive Branch, Mississippi, pick up a Amazon load and run it back 15 miles, 20 miles, get it unloaded and bring it empty back to the yard. Then you was going to give me the 600-mile load. I said I didn't want to fool with that. Just give me a 600-mile load. So the lady that was on the phone at the time said, okay, I'll let the planner know that you don't want to do that. Just give you the 600-mile load. She comes back to the phone and tells me that the planner said it's a package deal. You can't do that. See, this is what I talk about, people overstepping their boundaries with their job. You don't do that shit. And see, they get away with this shit over the phone. And then when you complain about it and they get you all upset, then they want to talk about you some irate driver and ready to terminate you. And that's what happened. So now, I said, I don't want to do that. I said, she can't do that. Do she know I'm lease purchase? That's what I said. Do she know I'm lease purchase? I said, you can't that's forced dispatch. She said, well, if you don't do that load, she's not going to give you the other one. I said, that's forced dispatch. I said, did you hear what you just said? That is forcing me to do a dispatch. You can't do that. That's in my contract. So, she didn't give me the load because I wasn't going to do the Amazon load. So they sat me over 34-hour reset. So I emailed my fleet owner. See, U.S. Express called their dispatchers fleet owners. Emailed him, situation. Come Monday, I get a message that they deadheaded me down to the terminal in Olive Branch. Said they had an empty trailer there and had dispatched me on the load. Go down to the terminal, get a empty trailer. I get down there, find the empty trailer. The trailer is damaged. The crank arm on the legs is broken. You can't even lift the legs up. There's no arm. So I go find the shop guy who I thought they were telling me to go find. They kept saying, go find they were saying terminal manager. I thought they were talking about the shop manager. I go get this guy, walks him out to the trailer. Yep, it's broken. So I go message him back that I said, the trailer is damaged. You can't take it. I have the shop mechanic out here. He said they have no other empties for U.S. Express to take. Mind you, now the Olive Branch terminal in Mississippi is a total yard. Total never really has any empties for us. That's why I'm sitting up in West Memphis bobtail. And they knew this because I asked them, I said, you sure you have an empty? Because that's why I'm sitting up here bobtail over 34-hour reset. Yeah, they got an empty. Go get this trailer. So I messaged them back about the trailer. And they send me trailer number to go look. I check it out. It like says damage. So this when the shit hit the fan. So they kept telling me go see she was saying terminal manager. I said I did. She said no, the terminal manager. Oh. No, that's not the shop manager. The guy that's not the guy I was talking to there. She said go see. I went to go leave. I said well they done fucked up again. They done doing some bullshit again because they took the load off me after I messaged them that the trailer was damaged. I said why would you take the load off me? You sent me down here to get it damn empty. Now you're gonna take the load off me because the empty you sent me to come get is fucked up. So I said, well, I'm going to the truck stop. I'm not going to sit down here to let y'all figure that shit out. So I went to go bobtail out in my truck that I'm paying for, that I'm leasing. The motherfuckers locked me in the gate, told me I had to go see the terminal manager. So I called over to my terminal. No, we need you going to see the terminal manager. I said, what, is he going to find me an empty? Yes, he's going to find you an empty. That's what she said. He's going to find me, help me find me an empty. Oh, okay, I go see the terminal manager. I bag up, go in there. I locate the terminal manager. Then make a long story short, we get in the office. He makes a call to my fleet owner's supervisor. This guy, he puts him on speakerphone. Well, Juanita, you're unhappy here. I'm going to terminate you. Turn in your truck. That's exactly what he said and how he said it. I said, say what? I said, for what? Complaining about you trying to make a deal with loads? You can't force me on dispatch. Plus, you sent me down here for a trailer that's damaged. And it took the load off me. And you terminate me. For what? So I got terminated. That's how I got terminated from U.S. Express. I hadn't done a damn thing wrong. It was them bastards. See, that's what I don't like about people overstepping their boundaries with their jobs. That's what I call overstepping your boundaries. You used your job to do something you weren't supposed to be doing. You were not supposed to terminate me. He was not supposed to terminate me for that damn shit. Period. But that's what they do with these trucking companies. So I ended up home. That was in April of 2020. So I ended up home. And the job search was pretty much on pause. It was no need of looking for no job. Everything was on pause. So I waited till June. No, I waited till I had just got my after waiting that little 45 days back, I got my little security escrow thing back from U.S. Express. That's the only thing that kept me from losing my apartment. But that money wasn't going to last long. So I said, well, shit, it's only going to hold me a month. So I got that and then decided to go ahead and I didn't think I could get unemployment. So I went on ahead and filed. This is June now. So I filed and got approved. But there was an issue with my claim. I noticed that when I did the claim, for some reason, I don't know what's going on with the state of Michigan unemployment website, but I've known this website. I've used this site for years. It does not let you move forward to another question unless you've answered the question. But after I've answered everything and certified, I went back to check my question and noticed there was a question not answered. I said, how did that happen? How did it let me move forward? So I ended up calling and actually got an operator on the phone. And the lady looked and she said, well, I'm going to reset the question so you can answer them. And then she said, why did you wait so long to file? I said, because I didn't think I could get unemployment because I told you I was terminated. I'm 1099, but I was terminated. She said it don't matter. Everybody gets it. You get your contract or your 1099. Oh, I said, oh, okay. She said, but before I approve your disbursements, because this is from April to June, and I want to make sure everything's okay, I'm going to get my supervisor in on this, and we're going to check over everything. And then she went over the questions, and I told her, I said, I was terminated. She said, it don't matter. I said, oh, okay. So I was approved and the supervisor okayed everything for the disbursements. So I got my unemployment from June until November. That's when I found a local job here. But due to that, it was getting close to my physical. My physical was due in December of 2020. So the end of December 2020. So I went to go take my physical and lo and behold, it's a physical game they be playing with me here with the high blood pressure. I don't know what they did. They over-squoze the cuff, ran my pressure up. But I don't know what they're doing to cause the high blood pressure reading, but they're doing it deliberate to reduce my physical. They had me with a high blood pressure reading and reduced my physical down to 3 month. I got pissed the fuck off. They squoze that cuff on my arm so tight that my fingertips went numb. It gave me a 3 month. So I said, well, if the job is that stressful and it's running my pressure up, I'm going to have to leave the job. So I quit the job. I left the job. I told them my blood pressure up and the job was too stressful. I'm going to have to find a less stressful trucking job like that even exists, because trucking is always stressful, dealing with dispatcher loads and just the industry, period. So I ended up leaving in December. I think it was around December 16th or somewhere around in there. And I waited about 2 weeks and decided to open up a new claim with unemployment. But this is what took place. Instead of it opening a new claim, it looks like it opened the existing claim, and the information I put in that was supposed to be going toward the new claim combined with that claim. Next thing you know, in January, I get a bill in the mail talking about I owe unemployment restitution for $17,000. I'm like, what the fuck? And when I seen it, it's for all the unemployment I got that I was entitled to during the pandemic. That we was entitled to. Being a 1099 contracted worker, the law entitled me to it. And I was approved for it. Got the approval letter, the supervisor okayed it, everything was approved. So that part was not the issue. It's what happened when I tried to file the other claim. So I put in the information that I had quit my job. It was due to a medical reason. My blood pressure was extremely high. I ended up with a reduced physical for 3 months, and I'm leaving that job. I quit the job to find me a less stressful trucking job. And I said I was available to work, but not on that job. I'm going to have to find another trucking job. So I didn't think I was going to be able to get any benefits anyway. But in the meantime, while I was doing a job search, and I had no money coming in, I had already received my last check from the other job. So I said, well, let me see if maybe I can get anything. Tell them the circumstances. It was due to the blood pressure reading. I got a reduced physical. I'm going to find something less stressful. Next thing you know, I get this bill in the goddamn mail. You know what? What I don't like is people, what's that old saying, the pot calling the kettle black? See, I don't like nobody grouping me into some situation, some shit that was going on here. Everybody, it was a big thing talking about, now, they was doing fraud with unemployment. I wasn't doing any fraud. I didn't commit fraud. I was a 1099 contracted essential worker, an unemployed 1099 contracted worker who was terminated from U.S. Express. And they said it didn't matter. Okay, so why are you trying to make me pay that back? What happened was, what it seems like when I tried to file the second claim, it just reopened the existing claim. And then the information I was putting in about that existing claim combined, and I don't know if these motherfuckers thought that I quit a job from the beginning back in April when I filed, or what the fuck you did. But you sent me a bill. So I get unemployment on the phone about it. So next thing, the woman looks it up, and she said, well, it seems to be something with a question you answered. A question, okay. I said, well, can you fix the question? She tells me it's too late. I said, no, it ain't. I said, they do that all the time. If I answer the question wrong, what's the question? Then usually the operator, they get on the phone and they ask me what's what with the question, and then they tell me put yes or no. So if I put a wrong answer, or you switch the answer, because that's been happening on their site too. Answers is being changed that I didn't change. And then you sending me bills trying to make it look like it was a question I answered when I think it was they asked to change the goddamn answer to the motherfucking question. Because she didn't go into detail. She didn't want to change the question. All she had to do was reset the question for me to re-answer, and I would have did that while she was on the phone to make sure I had it answered right. And I would have told her the circumstances. I didn't think I was going to be able to get any benefits for that because I had quit this job, but it was due to a medical reason. And my blood pressure was high, and I had the physical to prove it. They reduced me from my 1 year to a three month. I think I had a 2 year then. I don't know if I had a 2 year or 1 year before that, but they reduced me to a 3 month physical. There's some little blood pressure game they got going on here with me, where they trying to sabotage my trucking, and they trying to do it with blood pressure, and they try to blame it on my weight. And that's another story I'm gonna get into. I've been this weight and this size all my life, and I've never had any issues with high blood pressure until I got over into the trucking industry. Once I got in the trucking industry, all of a sudden my blood pressure readings was inching up, and they was trying to blame it on my weight. But I've been this weight all my life. How come I've been this weight all my life and my blood pressure reading has been normal until I get in the trucking industry? It was something they was doing. They were trying to sabotage it. They did it on purpose. Just like unemployment did this shit on purpose. You put that you say I owe you $17,000 in restitution for money that was rightfully mine, trying to group me into fraud. See, this is where this shit come in at. Now, everybody know that it was some unemployment workers here in Michigan that got busted for a fraud, for a scheme where they was ripping off the unemployment. They was workers themselves and some outside people getting checks, getting big money that should have went to the people. And then right after that, unemployment want to group everybody into this fraud How dare you group me into a motherfucking fraud category? I didn't commit no goddamn fraud. I was approved for that. The issue happened when I tried to open the second claim. Because when I tried to put it in, it flashed the words you need to file a second claim, but no button ever came up. Nothing came up, said file a new claim, nothing. The claim, every time I clicked on it, all my answers and questions were still under the previous claim number. That's not a new claim. And I think these idiots did this deliberately. You knew that was two different claims. It was supposed to have been a second claim. There's no way you're going to explain to me that any question answered wrong would have resulted in you talking about I owe restitution for money that I was rightfully supposed to get. And then this here talk of fraud. See, Michigan been on this shit. They like to swindle money. And then they like to blame the people. And see, I'm not going to let them do that shit. So, let me tell you what happened. Michigan, not too long ago, I don't know what year that was, I don't know, it wasn't too long ago. Michigan, the unemployment office, workers got busted. I think it was over $1 million money they stole. It was some workers involved and some outside people. I ain't had shit to do with that. Nothing. But after that, they seem to have grouped everybody into a fraud category. They started making people send in their driver's license, copies of their driver's license. Talking about fraud. Let me tell you something. It was the height of the pandemic in April. I mean, the height of the pandemic. Everything was on fucking lockdown. So this is what I don't understand. How the fuck can an unemployment office claim there was fraud being committed when there wasn't no motherfuckers working? Can anybody answer that? Wasn't nobody working. Everything was on lockdown. We was told not to go outside unless it was very important. You need to go to the doctor or you were just going to get something to eat. But besides that, we wasn't supposed to go outside. And I can't remember when I think it was in January. January was when they were starting to lift some of the lockdown and let the plants and I think that the buses get back to work. The buses, I think, were still running, but on just limited service. Only a certain amount of people can get on there. But they let the auto industry go back. And then I think somebody else. So, in June, that's when people were starting to go back to work. But from April to June, there wasn't no need of me looking for no job. There wasn't no damn job. Everything was on lockdown. But see, I don't understand. See, this is how you catch them in their own goddamn lie. Now, the president sent this money. Supposed to have been for the people. That's when everybody was getting them $900 checks with their regular little $300 checks. Oh no, was it 900 or 600? I think it was 900 plus the 600 plus their little $349 for the 2 weeks. So everybody walk around here with a lot of money in their pocket. People who ain't had no damn money had money. Because I was wondering, I'm like, dang, everybody out enjoying themselves. He said, yeah. The lady said, shit, because they got them unemployment check. They get $900. I said, what, every 2 weeks? She said, no, they getting that every week. What? She said, well, do you need to file your unemployment? I said, well, I ain't got no, I'm unemployed, but you need to file your unemployment. So I went and filed, and I had got approved. There was no fraud in that. I was entitled to that $17,000, every penny of it. But mind you, let me tell you about unemployment here, the unemployment office here in Michigan. They have a history and a pattern of doing that to me. When I was at Chrysler, my benefits got cut off. The employer had me off on a medical, and my benefits was stopped. I contacted the unemployment office. I contacted Chrysler. Nobody started my benefits back. I ended up resigning after that. I said, you can't have me off my job, and I don't have any benefits. Everybody played like they didn't know who's supposed to start them back. So, years later, in 2009, when I was in my homeless situation, researching the unemployment's own website, it's their policy If your employer still has you off work, you are entitled to your benefits. So when they cut me off my benefits, I said, what do I do? She said, well, just keep certifying, and when it gets straightened out, then you get it. I had 8 weeks remaining. I remember that. I had 8 weeks remaining of my Chrysler benefits. I didn't get any. I ended up resigning. I had no money. I had to sell my house, everything. I ended up homeless. The Michigan Unemployment Office been doing that. And when I was homeless, I ended up having to repay some money to unemployment. It was an overpayment. I'm homeless now. I done brought in my homeless papers. I don't have no money. I done brought in a letter from the shelter I was staying in. You know, them bastards still told me I had to pay. I was homeless. Homeless. Because of them. Now, mind you, that unemployment thing happening back in 2004. If they'd have gave me my benefits back in 2004, I probably would have never quit Chrysler. But that was the last straw that broke everything. Not only do you have me off my job because you made up a lie about me being crazy. This is Warren Truck Plant. That's why I keep saying everything I'm going through and still going through, that plant, that company is to blame for it. They are directly responsible. And the Michigan Unemployment Office. They have done this several times. They have a history of doing this with me. I didn't commit fraud. But then I don't appreciate them trying to make it look like I committed fraud by talking about I have to pay restitution. And then you take this length of time of getting it straightened out. I contacted 2 Michigan State Senators' offices here to try to get this matter resolved. I thought it was resolved when they were sending me letters in the mail. Talking about I was still, first you sent me a bill, then you sent a letter behind and say I'm still entitled to benefits if you need them. But then you turn around and said you're going to take the money out the benefits for the restitution. What the fuck? This don't sound like it's resolved. Then you turn around and send another bill that was less than the $17,000. This one is $15,000. Then you turn around and send another letter. Yes, you still entitled to benefits if you need them. So, I don't know. I thought it was resolved. Until you keep sending the bills here talking about I missed the payment. I was off work. I was unemployed. Why are you charging me for money that the president sent to this motherfucking state for people who was off work, unemployed, and I'm an essential worker. I'm a truck driver. They did it deliberately. The state of Michigan did it deliberately, like every other time they did it deliberately. When that shit went down at Chrysler and you cut my benefits off. It is a policy at the Michigan Unemployment Office that if your employer still has you off work, you are entitled to benefits. My employer had me off work. I hadn't resigned yet. My employer still had me off work. And I was calling and certifying. I called all the 8 weeks and certified all 8 weeks. They didn't give me shit up until I resigned. I resigned from that. I hadn't done a damn thing. You made up this heinous lie on my ass. But now, I get money that everybody here got. I was more entitled to that goddamn money than anybody else. Okay, yeah, you can't go to work. I'm a truck driver out of work. I'm an essential worker. I'm not no office worker. Though everybody was entitled to it. Because we were off work. Nobody was working. I'm an essential worker. I'm a truck driver. I was a 1099 contracted worker entitled to those benefits. And I remember the governor getting on TV. Well, if my new orders cause you to be back off unemployed, just contact unemployment and reopen your claim. I ended up quitting the job I found in November due to that physical. That's why I quit. I said, how the fuck I got high blood pressure? I said, well, if the job causes high blood pressure, I can't work this job. So I quit to find it less stressful. I ended up getting another physical done after that. It still was a high blood pressure reading. But that's another story. It's something they doing to cause a high blood pressure reading. And they're playing games with the physical. But there's a warning to them. You need to stop. Because there's other jobs I can take where I don't even have to have a physical. It's time for me to retire trucking. Anyway, So now what you gonna do? What medical game you gonna play? Now, I think they were using that to try to force me to lose weight. They kept trying to say it was my weight. I'm hypertension. Then when I got the 1 year physical, this motherfucker tried to say I was pre-diabetic. Every time I go take a physical, when it looks like I'm losing weight and my blood pressure should be coming down, they come up with some damn outrageous diagnosis. You got ketone. I fasted for 5 days, lost 11 pounds in 5 days. 11 pounds from that, but from the time I took that 3-month physical to 2 weeks later when I went and took that physical and got a 1 year. Now, the blood pressure was high then because I didn't know he was going to recheck me. And I just ran from the bus stop to the building to go get the new physical paper because he messed up on the physical paper. So, he wanted to take the blood pressure. It's up there. I said it's going to be up there now because I didn't know he was going to take one. I just ran. I move fast. My heart rate is always elevated. But see, this is the problem here. See, I told you I mentioned that gang stalker stuff, and then they do this, and they got the medical industry is in on that gang stalking. So it was a reason behind it. I've never had high blood pressure in my life. I've been this weight all my life, or in this weight range. They can look up my medical records. I remember when the doctor was telling me I was blah, blah, blah. I ain't gonna tell you the weight. And my blood pressure was normal. It's always been normal until I got in the trucking industry. It's something they was doing. I'm not making this shit up, and I'm not lying about it. I ain't got no reason to lie to nobody. This could be happening to you. It's some game they got going on. So they tried to use that high blood pressure to control me with my physicals. You're not going to force me to lose no weight with no physical. You tried to threaten and jeopardize my damn career with a physical? Ain't that a bitch? That's why I'm going to start working on it now to find out who did this shit and why the fuck you did it. I've never had high blood pressure. And I want to know what the fuck is you doing to cause them goddamn readings. You trying to sabotage my trucking career. Anyway, back to the Michigan Unemployment Office. That's the reason I left that little container job in November. So, I waited like 2 weeks later. This was in December of 2020. Waited like 2 weeks later. And like I said, I did the fasting. And then I went and took another physical on that day mine was expired. And I got an actual 1 year physical. But here this guy comes with new medical diagnosis. You pre-diabetic. Your sugar level was high. Every time I go, it's some strange ass medical diagnosis. I just did a 5-day water fast. I ain't eat shit. Now you're telling me my sugar level was high. I got ketones. Then he said the ketones could be caused by fasting. I said, I've been telling the damn doctor I fasted for 5 days before I got here. So he had to write that on the physical. The patient was fasting for 5 days. That's why she had the ketone. And he said that could be caused from fasting. And so I ain't never heard of that shit. I said, but every time I go, it's like they got another new thing to prevent me from moving forward with my physical. And he told me if you come back here and your blood pressure's still high, we ain't gonna pass you. So you already working on not passing me. And I want to know why this going on. Why is you trying to make it seem like I have high blood pressure? I've never had high blood pressure. And I'm going to find out who's responsible for it and why you doing it. My next physical ain't until December. So we got from now to find out who the fucking problem is. But that's why I left that job. So I decided to file unemployment. I waited 2 weeks and I filed unemployment. I did everything on the up and up. I ain't scammed nobody. I ain't did no damn fraud. But I don't understand how the motherfucking unemployment office around here talking about people committing fraud when they did it their damn self. Your own workers stole money that belonged to the goddamn people and was busted for it. It was on the goddamn news. But now you want to turn around and group everybody up in the fraud? Ain't this a bitch? And you want me on the phone talking with one of their representatives. I could be talking to somebody you missed. That woman that's supposed to straighten out the claim, and she had the authority to straighten out the claim. She said the error seems to be with a question you answered. I said, well, reset the questions. She said, I can't do that. I said, well, transfer me to a supervisor. They've done this before. If the answer was wrong, they get on the phone, they go through the questions with me. I tell them what the situation is, and then they tell me yes or mark yes or no. It's too late. That's what she said. File a protest. And I filed a protest. Nothing come of it. I'm still getting emails talking about I'm in the queue. If your has your matter been resolved, you're still in the queue. I got the email a month ago. I'm still in the queue. You can't get these people on the phone. You can't make no appointments with them. So I called 2 Michigan senators' offices here to get them involved. I told them the story. I didn't commit no fraud. And I don't appreciate the Michigan Unemployment Office, the state of motherfucking Michigan, trying to group me up into some fraud shit because you was doing the shit your goddamn self. Y'all stole that motherfucking money. I ain't commit no goddamn fraud, and I want that shit off my goddamn account. And for you to take this length of time is only letting me know it was deliberate. You did the shit on purpose. So I don't know if this happened to any other trucker out there or anybody else that collected unemployment that you was supposed to have, and all of a sudden you got a bill talking about you got to pay the shit back. You ain't supposed to owe that shit. You don't owe that shit. I didn't owe that shit. And I was told by an attorney I didn't owe it. I was told by the senator. I explained everything. Yeah, it sounds like you don't owe. I don't owe. Something happened with me trying to file that second claim. And that woman, it was a woman, a Caucasian woman, that answered the phone. I told her the situation. She said, what is the question? I said, what's the reason? She refused to change the questions back so I can go over the questions with her on the phone and make sure I tell her the situation. I didn't think I was going to be able to get unemployment because this time I actually quit the job. But it was due to a medical reason. I had high blood pressure and it reduced my physical. It was going to greatly interfere with my employment. So I went on ahead and filed anyway to see if I can get any benefits. And then from trying to file a new claim, it resulted in this. How is trying to file a new claim resulted in me on restitution from a claim that I was entitled to? But you walking around here talking about everybody else committing fraud. No, you ain't. That's a lie y'all telling. How the fuck can you be committing fraud during the height of the fucking pandemic when ain't nobody motherfucking working? Ain't nobody ever thought about that? Ain't nobody, they ain't dawned on you? That ain't dawned on nobody? How the fuck is you accusing somebody of fraud with unemployment when ain't nobody working and the president sent that motherfucking money here to the state for the goddamn people? And you gonna turn around and group me into some fraud shit? And I'm a truck driver with delivering your shit? I wish I'd have known I had a load going to you. You wouldn't have got that motherfucker. I tell you that goddamn shit. How dare you do that shit to me? You better get that goddamn shit off my account. You better get that motherfucking shit straight. Don't you dare accuse me of doing no damn fraud or committing no criminal ass act. Now I'm sitting here right now, waiting months later. This from January. I got that notification, I believe, in January. I think I called the senators in February. From February to now, still, they ain't got it off the account. And they know it's an error. And they record their phone call. So I know you got a recording of that woman telling me it seems to be an answer to a question. It's medical. You got to go to the doctor. No, I ain't got to go to no damn doctor. Unemployment don't tell nobody to go to no damn doctor. I went to the damn doctor and they said I had high blood pressure. So I chose to leave that job. If that job ran my blood pressure up just that quick in that short amount of time that I've been on there, let me find it less stressful. But trucking is stressful, period. There is no such thing as a less stressful trucking. Trucking is stressful, period. How they able to maintain any kind of low blood pressure, I don't even know. I don't even know why they even regulate the blood pressure in trucking. Because those people that's regulating ain't never been on a damn truck. You ain't never had to deal with a dispatcher. You ain't never been sat around. You ain't never had your money fucked over or loads taken off you or your dispatcher scamming you or you being lied to or you're stranded or you're sitting in a strange ass state and you're not making no damn money. That shit is stressful all day. And you sitting up here regulating what a blood pressure reading should be for a truck driver. You ought to be glad they're able to still drive the truck and not have accidents. Fuck a blood pressure reading. I can't have a normal blood pressure reading out there dealing with that shit. But see, mine is deliberate sabotage. And like I said, with that gang stalking, they got the medical industry in on that too. They like to play games with you to keep you where they need you for do their little research. So the medical industry is involved with this shit. With me with this high blood pressure. Like I said, I ain't never had high blood pressure. And I've been this weight all my life. I never got this shit. Started having these problems till I got in the truck. But now I'm sitting up here battling the unemployment office here in Michigan after all the shit this state done to me. That they done let happen to me. One truck done to me. It just keeps continuing. The Michigan unemployment office has had a history and a pattern of doing this shit to me for years. And they just keep doing it. They just keep doing it. You did it deliberately. And I don't appreciate you trying to make it look like I committed some fraud. I didn't commit no damn fraud. You did. You put this shit on my account. You the one didn't process that second claim right. Because you want to know why? It didn't go through as a second claim. It combined with the original claim. And you knew it. Instead of straightening it out or asking, is this supposed to be a new claim? And then doing whatever you needed to do on your end to make it a new claim and then get the determination off the information off the new claim. You didn't do that. You just sat there and told me a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of lies on the goddamn phone. You told me I had to file a protest. See, this the shit they do. This the shit they put you through. Not doing their jobs or don't want to do their jobs. You wanted to cause me some problems by putting that shit on my goddamn account. Now, I got more stress worrying about that goddamn shit because it's on my account. I didn't commit no damn fraud. I ain't did shit wrong. Everybody was entitled to that money. I tell you what, the president ought to make you get that money back then. If you making people pay it back trying to group them in fraud, you need to give all that money back then. Give it back. I was entitled to that money more than you was. I was approved for it. Well, let me tell you what else happened. Their website does weird shit. There was a letter that ended up in my messages that replaced the original letter that said redetermination of my case, but I didn't know that was because the $900 money had stopped and they got a new amount where you only going to get the $349 or whatever it was for the 2 weeks, $372, whatever the fuck it was. That's what that letter was for. But as I was scrolling through the letters, the original letter of me being approved for the pandemic money and all that was gone. So I sent a message to them that was fraud, that somebody's committing fraud on my account online. So I get the representative on the phone. She said, well, no, your account is still the same. There's nothing changed. Everything is still the same. I don't see what you see as far as that letter. They don't never see what I see. But it's happening. But you done group me up in some motherfucking fraud. I didn't commit no damn fraud. I'm going to fight you on this goddamn shit because I'm tired of y'all doing this shit. You the reason I ended up homeless. The Michigan Unemployment Office and Warren Truck Plant was the reason I ended up homeless. And you still doing your bullshit. I didn't commit no fraud. This was some type of computer error, or if it was a question, you had the authority to straighten out when I had the representative on the phone. But she didn't do it. You want to know why? Because she was on some dirty shit like they've been doing over the years because of that Warren Truck Plant shit. You did this shit deliberate. I don't owe you those $17,000 for no unemployment restitution. And you know it. Why are you lying? This is dirty trucking. Keeping it real with you, what I'm going through. Reason why my blood pressure's so high. Because they keep me upset every time I turn around. It's something they doing. Why you targeting me? These motherfuckers targeting me medically, financially, with the job, with my housing. You just keep targeting me. Why? We're going to get to the bottom of this shit. This shit is done. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Michigan Unemployment Office. I want this shit off my goddamn account. And I want you to start the second claim and give me the evaluation. Give me my, either my determination or my denial of the information under a correct second claim with a different claim number. Like it should have been. Like she should have did when she was on the phone. Don't group me in no motherfucking fraud shit. Don't sit up and make it look like I committed fraud. I did everything goddamn right. I don't owe that money. That was money I entitled to. I tried to see could I get any benefits during my second claim while I was looking for a less stressful job. Now you done caused me more stress. I need to be looking for an attorney to sue your motherfucking ass. This dirty trucking at the crib, just keeping it real with you, I'm giving you a little information, some insight on what's been going on here with the unemployment here in Michigan. Michigan on that shady shit here. They steal the money from the people, then turn around and accuse the people of committing fraud and trying to collect the money back. It's probably a fake invoice. The shit probably all fake. Somebody sitting at home getting this money that you sending out these invoices to. And it's mighty strange. It was two women had the same problem. They were both Caucasian. Had the same problem. Got sent a letter talking about they owe money. And one lady said she didn't even get no damn benefits. They said she owed. And one lady, she did get benefits. They said she owed. Mysteriously, the news, now I called the news, did the same thing they did. I ain't on the news telling my story. But them two got on the news immediately. Got their problem resolved. Was told they didn't owe. The other lady, it was some type of error. The other lady, they said she didn't owe anything. They got resolved. You know, they wasn't this color. But they got on the news. I called the news. Even pointed out one of the cases. I said, that just happened to me. You think the news called me? No. No. Why is that? This dirty trucking. At the crib. Going through some unemployment bullshit here. Peace.